Or would your exit plan make Harry Houdini proud? So I just finished watching a mini-series starring one of my favorite actors, Adrien Brody. So I mean, there are not many things which come close to witnessing a performer at the peak of their powers doing what they do on stage. Adrien Brody was depicting the life of Harry Houdini, a performance artist at the peak of his powers in the early 20th century. So Harry was an escapologist, a one-man A-team, if you like. You could chain him and bury him 30 feet underground in a silo bunker, and this guy would probably emerge an hour later, victorious, with a soiled face, his hair ruffled. I mean, he was clearly a person who refused to be defeated. Harry Houdini was obviously talented, but behind the showmanship, it's clear he was a person who took his craft seriously and trained an awful lot. What is also clear is he always had a plan of escape depending on the situation he was in, which is a similar predicament when you're a business owner. The many commitments of running a company, although fulfilling most of the time, can feel like a chain around your arms and legs. Fortunately for most people, you don't have to be as skilled as Harry Houdini to negotiate the problems you face on a daily basis. It's always wise to develop a team around you who can help give you clarity while you are working through the death-defying moments. And the same is true for when you are thinking about the future of your business, your exit plan. The key thing to realize is all businesses have an exit, even whether the owners have failed to realize it themselves. The key question, however, is whether the business exit is a planned or an unplanned one. I mean, after the business partners, employees, and even family members, are they going to be left high and dry through an abrupt or unexpected end to their involvement in the business, or are all affected parties going to be taken care of in relation to their commitments to the business and the enterprise? And these are all the questions we can ask ourselves before the imminent end, and before we see that light at the end of the tunnel approaching us is on the train tracks. So when we speak to our clients, we at National Diversified, it's always helpful to provide a framework which helps us with clarity and keeps the clarity and discovery process chugging along so progress is made. I mean, the key areas we look at for this framework, and we can describe them as, say, what is the exit goal for the type of business you're in? I mean, your industry, how would you compare to other similar businesses in your industry? We ask our clients, what is the price your business can expect to command based on the comparison with similar businesses in your industry? Who is your likely business buyer? I mean, are there other candidates, possibly from other industries, who can give you a price close to your current valuation? And what is the plan and time frame that we need to get all our ducks in a row to get to your end goal? So there are a few. We'll just go into those few objectives, if you like. So number one, your exit goal. If you're already considering your exit strategy, then you need to realize you are no longer in the business you think you are in. You are now in the show dog business. Your main job from this day forward is to tidy up, to wash, to preen, to shave your business so it looks like a prize-winning poodle, ready to present to the strict judges once it is on show in the marketplace. This is one of the main reasons outside professionals are needed to give you an objective view of your business. You want to work with your dream team of professionals and focus on tidying at least five of these main areas. Your financials, are there financial controls in place? Your legal documentation and any pending actions or agreements that you have in place. The people in the business. I mean, they're the most people. I mean, are they happy? Is there a management team? Is everyone have their functions and focused on their tasks? And the general business. Is the business in a dying industry? Is there opportunity for growth? And are your documents up to date? So these are the 5 main areas where we would look at initially. So number two, your valuation of your business. it is probably very easy for an owner to see the future potential of their business. The business is their baby. They spent a lot of time in the business and are emotionally tied into its future success. But however, a potential buyer of that business does not have the same emotional hindsight. I mean, they're relying on the information you give them being a close representation on the history of the business and maybe an indicative tool of future opportunities with the business. Any gaps and discrepancies in the information is likely to be magnified in the mind of the buyer and serve as a red flag. So the numbers are always going to tell a story about the past history of the business and the future direction the business is going in. But the actual sale of the business will be an emotional decision based on the perception of those facts. So this is really what value is all about. So let's take a look at the business buyer. I mean, once you have an active valuation of your business and that's backed up by the numbers, the next step to consider in the marketplace is the marketplace and finding buyers who will give you the best price for your business. I mean, not all businesses are the same. For example, you are likely to have competitors in your industry who will scrutinize and nitpick your valuation picture to death and probably offer you a considerably less than what you are asking for your business. I mean, the main factor to notice here is, as a general rule, the closer a buyer or a buying party is to you and your company or the area of expertise, the less value they will see to your proposition. Close parties include your customers, your vendors, your employees, and believe it or not, your family members. And the reason for this is it's like the old saying, familiarity breeds contempt. So remember that the buying and selling of a business is mainly an emotional transaction. I mean, these guys already know you and see the comings and goings of your business more frequently than most other people. So during the dog days and even on your best days, they see all the warts and all. I mean, the next level of buyer that you want to consider, maybe more favorably, are strategic type of investors looking for a way into your industry or looking to bolster their marketing strength in another industry. And this type of buyer will look to acquire your business as part of their ongoing plan for expansion and growth through acquisition. So this is the kind of moving in the direction of the buyer that we're looking for. These guys come in the form of large private companies in the same industry with an acquisition growth strategy, and they just want to swallow you up and gain a stronger foothold in the industry. Or they could come in the form of a large company growing through acquisition who share the same marketplace as your industry, but they're not from your industry. Or they could be in the form of a publicly traded company growing through acquisition. Or a foreign buyer looking for a foothold into a new country or marketplace. So there are quite a few options there. So the next area we look at is just getting all your ducks in a row. Making everything look tidy before you sell. Because when a business is sold without addressing the long-term matters, there can be a surprising and disappointing cash flow and value impact for the seller and their significant others. A seller, for example, can end up giving up and handing over a lot of their proceeds to the tax man if their estate planning affairs have been ignored up until that point. So the perfect time to work out your exit plan is, as early as possible. Most of the opportunities for planning are available during the early days and while the business is in full swing. I mean, the team you choose to guide you through the planning process should have more of a compliance and wealth management focus. Good advisors will understand that selling a business is going to be foreign to most business owners who are often wired to create value and run the day-to-day aspects of their business. The entrepreneurs, business owners usually have a never say die attitude. Most never stop for a second to think about the business without them, at the helm. So, but selling a business, it's not a death. It's a natural part of the business owner's life cycle. A good exit plan, with a team of advisors, will focus on two main areas of working with you if you're a business owner to create value, while at the same time helping you meet your goals once your business goes to market. So a good team will work with you to ensure you are prepared with a workable plan that would make Harry Houdini proud.